But hi, everyone who doesn't know us. I'm Katie,
I'm Jordan.
and we live in Austin, Texas, and we're super excited to do this. Like, this is actually pretty off the cuff. Like, we don't do this kind of thing. So just
Yeah.
know that y'all are special. If you're here, you get to be a part of the experience of the trends. But this call came about because we were coming home from Florida last weekend, and we were just talking about the last 10 months of our lives here at Q, and just reflecting kind of on what it's been. It's been a wild ride, but then also looking to the future of like what it's going to continue looking like, and what that means for our family. And it just, we are so excited about it, and we're so pumped about just financial freedom. Being debt free is really important to us as a family. And we wanted to, I guess, just share that with y'all, share what it's looked like, share kind of maybe his viewpoint as he's watched me do this, and then kind of like my experience as well. So we'll just kind of, I guess, get started from the beginning. It was about 10 months ago now, which blows my mind. 10 months already gone by, where we started at Q Sciences. And the reason we were excited about Q was really the timing of the company. It was a newer company, and we knew that in this industry, being in a newer venture, there's a lot of pros to that. Just the growth factor of the company itself was really exciting. But we started looking into, what does the company stand for? Who are they? Like, what does it mean? And there's 5 pillars of the company that really stood out to us, and they aligned with who we were as people and as a couple, and what our goals were for our future, and where ultimately we could put our names on it, right? And say, like, we are willing to tell our close friends and family about this opportunity because it aligns with who we are as people. And so I guess we're just kind of going to go through those pillars with y'all so that you can know kind of how we came to this decision and why we're so glad that we did. But the first one was faith.
Mhm.
And I will just say, this journey was a big leap of faith from the beginning. I had done network marketing for 5 years and was in a previous company. And so for me to even consider another opportunity was scary. It was really scary. And we had no guarantees, had no clue what it was going to happen if I did leave and decide to do Q. So we started praying about it. I mean, how did you feel when I kind of was like, hey?
It was scary because choosing another company and we depended on that income.
Yeah.
But just looking at the pillars, the 5 pillars, and what the company stands for, and the opportunity, it was a big leap of faith for us. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was scary. We prayed a lot. I had a lot of people praying about it for us.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the main reasons I gave my blessing, not that she needed to do whatever she wants, but that I was on board, is my belief in Katie and how hard of a worker she is. And I just knew with this opportunity, we couldn't pass it up, that
Yeah.
she'd make the most of it. And she had. Exciting.
Yeah. So I love they were faith based. I mean, faith is a big part of our lives. That's what always is going to come first for us. And so that a company is willing to take a stand and say that it's faith first for them as well was important to us. We prayed a lot about it. We went to the kids and said, hey, we're looking at doing this. And we have 2 older kids that are 13 and 11, and just kind of talked with them about it because y'all, if you do this type of industry, your family is a big part of this. They are your supporters, they're your ride or die. And we wanted, kind of to have just that open conversation. And I'll never forget Rex, our 13-year-old, was just like, you have to do this. Like, he believed in what we were doing, which made it no less scary. It was still scary, but to have the support as a family and to go into this decision together was huge. And I think those words of just hearing him say, like, I believed in Katie, is a gift. So if you are a spouse on here, if you're a husband, and your wife is bringing you on here because they want you to hear about it, I guess that would be my challenge to you tonight, is just to have an open mind. I totally get that this is a different type of way to make money. And I get that, there's, you want to protect your family, you want to protect your wife, and you want things to go well. But to err on the side of, I trust you, I believe in you, and I'm going to support you. And to kind of keep that open mind as we go through the rest of it. So that was really important to me, that faith was a big part of this company and where they stood and made a stand for that. The other side, the next pillar is family. And so they continuously tell us, you need to keep your priorities in line. yes, you can do amazing here with this business and this opportunity and income, but your family comes first. Well, your faith comes first, then your family. And ultimately, our family is our why of why we're here. And we have really big hopes and dreams for them. And when about 6 years ago, when we were married, we were looking kind of at our life and just kind of said, you know, the way things were, we didn't have much hope for the things that we wanted to do. We wanted to travel with our kids. We wanted to, you know, be able to give to causes that mattered to us. We wanted to get out of debt. We had, you know, big hopes and dreams, and just where things were, it wasn't going to happen. And so, you know, our family ended up suffering some because we would be working all the time. I'd be gone, and we just wanted to be able to spend the quality time with our family that we could. And so the fact that this company kind of comes out and is like, your family needs to be the first and foremost thing that you're working for in your life was huge. I feel like, how do you feel like doing this has impacted our family?
So a huge impact. I mean, first of all, Katie's been able to stay home with the girls, spend more time with the girls, and Rex and Hallie, our older kids. When I say the girls, I mean the younger two.
The babies.
Yeah, the babies. And also, it's given us so much more opportunities. So many trips we've been able to take the kids on, extra quality time we've been able to spend with them that I honestly never thought we'd be able to, experiences I never thought we'd be able to give to them. This company has already, how long has it been, you say? 10 months.
Yeah.
Given us a lot of opportunities to just have experiences I never thought we would. So it's been really awesome. And just, we'll talk about finances next, but just the financial freedom to be able to just give to the kids and provide for them in ways that are pretty exciting and really fun. And I think have helped us as a family grow closer and closer together. So
yeah,
it's been really cool.
The other part of this was when I first heard about Q, they talk about the first people to join your business. They can receive huge blessings because they're the first part of your organization. And as we grow your business together, they really do have a unique position. And so as you're thinking through things tonight and you're considering this opportunity, I want you to be thinking about the people that you would want to invite first into your business because they're going to have this unique position there. And so I knew when I was told that, the first person I wanted to go to was my sister-in-law. She is one of my best friends. She's someone I look up to, adore, respect so much. And I knew that I wanted to do this opportunity with her. And the funny part of that story is that she had always told me no to ever doing network marketing prior. And yet she was still the first person I went to when I told her that I was considering coming to Q. And she ended up agreeing, saying yes. She told me there's something totally different and unique about Q. And she jumped in with me, and to be able to do this with family and to grow together has just been, it's given us some of the best memories and some of the best times. And we've grown just as individuals, we've grown together as couples, and to be able to experience life together in different ways are memories that I'm going to cherish forever, being able to do this here. She's flown through the ranks. She's a silver ambassador. She makes $4,000 a month. And does that from home as well. And so doing that together and cheering each other on has been huge. So if you have family members in your life that you would love to do this with, or that you think that could benefit from this opportunity, I absolutely think that they should be the first people you call, just like I did, and just say, hey, I'm super excited about this. We're doing this thing. It's going to be awesome. And jump in together and to make some memories together. But the third pillar is the financial side. And obviously, we have amazing products here, and I'm not going to be super heavy on the product side tonight just because we can get you any of that info that you need. But the compensation plan absolutely is what sold me. When I saw it, we couldn't unsee what we saw, essentially. We've never seen a company structure the way that Q is, and it got us really excited. And the part that I think stood out the most was the financial freedom movement. And I mentioned at the beginning that we had big goals for our marriage and our future, and that was to be debt-free. And we didn't see that happening for us for a long time. And then when I heard about the financial freedom movement, I was like, this is, you want to help me pay my debt? Because that's what it is. It's an actual debt bonus payment program that goes to any debt of your choice. So you can send them the information for your medical bills, your student loans, your credit card, your car payment, whatever that looks like. And they're going to make a monthly payment to your debtor in the price range anywhere from $100 to $400 to help you work towards getting out of debt faster. And I think when I told him that, he was like, you're kidding, right? Is that? Was that real?
It's a lot different than other companies I think that I've seen, and it was exciting. And one of the reasons that I was so gung ho about coming into Q, because it's about financial freedom, paying off your debt, and compensation plan is awesome compared to things I've seen in the past. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure at other companies, from what I've seen, to kind of like spin to show like, look how much I'm making, I'm spending, and this company is more about take care of yourself, get rid of your debt, build up your savings, get those 6 digits in the savings account, and they're all about you. And from the beginning, that's what we were told, and that's what got me even more excited. Like, we need to take care of ourselves, not just flaunt it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, so pretty cool.
I think that's like a huge, I don't know, like the more we've talked about being debt free, that it's not just, a good goal to set, but it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift to your marriage. It's a gift to, I was like actually reading about earlier today, just, that the number one fight for most couples is over finances. And I think COVID has highlighted that for some people, just with the stress of jobs and furloughs and who knows what's coming down the line, or maybe being in a job that's become more stressful because of COVID and looking for options to maybe not continue staying there because that's really wearing on you and it's hard to handle. And so it's like, what other options do we have? And so the fact that the company is standing behind you saying, we want to help you get your financial house in order. We want you to be debt free. And then we want you to have a 6-figure savings account is unheard of in this industry. Typically it's, hey, we want you to get the car. We want you to get the fancy house. We want you to get this. We want you to get that. So you can prove to everybody that you're doing well. And their take is, no, like, you stay quiet. You keep your house in order, and your like just genuineness, your authenticity, your hard work, that's what's going to be what is going to show people that you're successful. And I was like, that's what I'm trying to instill in my kids, right? I want them to work hard. I want them to set goals. I want them to keep their head down. They don't need to brag about everything they're doing. I want them to just focus and work hard and have integrity in what they do. And that this company supports that was huge for us. I think we just kind of assumed we would always have some debt in our life just because of maybe our past with finances. But the fact that they are actual financial coaches that you can connect with was another big selling point for us. I've never seen a company provide that either. People that are certified, that know tons about money and tons about ways to help you, prepare for the future and to take the money that you have now and to turn that into great options for, your future as a family. I'm gonna get her. You can hear that we have a newborn. She's probably waking up right about now, but that was a big deal for us. And we really were just super excited to be able to connect in that way. They have tax professionals. They have people that work on your credit. They have people that will sit down and look at just like where you're at with your finances, give good direction. I, have had a family member that said they've been able to quadruple their savings account since March, just based on connecting with the financial coaches and their wisdom and helping them with their business. So seeing that impact in their life and that impact on finances. Here's the little one. There's Jovi. Say hi, Jovi. She's turning 2 months already. Has been really cool. And so she's a big part of that life, like we have, if she wants to go to college, we want that to be prepared and ready for her. If she wants to not go to college, we want to be prepared and ready for that and how we can support her in her future. Rex is going to be driving before we know it in the next 2 years. Hallie needs braces. I mean, all the things that come with kids, the non cheap things for sure. We wanted to be able to have ourselves in order. And the really cool thing is you get paid 4 ways here in this company. So one is through customer commissions. Our product lines are natural supplementation and then full spectrum hemp. So the hemp industry is growing super fast right now. It's actually a $1 billion industry and going to be about a $22 billion industry in the next 3 to 4 years. Our company specifically has seen 700% growth in the last year alone, just from our product lines being exactly what people are looking for and needing right now. Our hemp is different from about 95% of what is offered currently in the market because it's water soluble. So that means you're actually going to absorb about 85% of it and be able to feel effects within 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to last you 12 hours as well. So this is different from the CBD you're going to see at the gas station or your grocery store. Those are going to be oil-based. And when you use those, your absorption is pretty low, about 6 to 10%. So that means that you only feel effects for a few hours and it takes a couple hours for you to notice them. So I have people all the time that tell me like, oh, I've tried this. And I think you weren't even really that excited maybe about CBD or. You didn't really know too much
I
about
knew
it.
it was a like hot thing, but
A hot thing.
I
It was
was
a hot
too
thing.
excited about it.
Yeah. So we didn't know like why it
Yeah.
was going to be such a big deal. But the more you look into it, you see that hemp impacts people all the way from seizures to blood sugar levels to inflammation to pain management to sleeping to we even have children on the spectrum that have seen incredible changes. Helps with anxiety and stress, depression, ADD, ADHD, like focus, all sorts of things. I joke that it's like the Windex from My Big Fat Greek Wedding that fixes all the problems. It's kind of the same idea. It can help with so many different things in health. And so we knew that, financially, that was a smart decision to be a part of a company that was in a ground floor position with a product that was different from everything else. And so customer commissions is huge. You're never going to run out of customers. We're not just for women. We're not just for men. We're not just for children. He was really sold on that. He was like, I can get behind.
Yeah, I think MLMs are more women based. This is stuff that I would want to use, not just the hemp stuff, but they have tons of stuff that we'll talk about products. There's tons of stuff that I use every day that I love and I'm sold on. And thought I would be coming into it, and that I wouldn't be scared to share with my guy friends and stuff like that, So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the first way you get paid. The second way is through growing a business, a team. So I think COVID has also highlighted just the importance of having a second stream of income. This does not have to be your plan A and do like what I do. It could just be a plan B. It's something you use for savings or for the future, for debt, for vacation, for the unexpected expense, for hopefully not, knock on wood, losing the job down the line. It just shows that to be prepared is a smart and wise decision, and to be able to do it from home, from your phone, and have clear direction on what to do is just a really smart choice. I remember specifically praying a very sarcastic prayer when we needed extra income. And I remember being like, okay, God, like I just need you to provide a job that pays me a ton of money. I don't want to have a boss. I want to be able to do it whenever I want. And I want to be home with my kids. And yeah, if you could just like give that to me, that'd be great. Like what job exists like that? This does. I had no clue like that this could be that type of opportunity until God kind of was just like dropped it in my lap and was like, this is exactly what you're praying for. Like, don't ever guess or, like guess me or guess God that he can't provide exactly what you're looking for. And so you build a business with people that are also wanting to earn income as well. And you get a guaranteed paycheck based on whatever rank you're at. So we are a platinum couple. And so that means we make $15,000 a month guaranteed income. We're not wondering how much we're going to make. We always know it's cut and dry. And I really like that because a lot of companies do have kind of like a sliding scale or, some people make more on one end than others. And so I really love that, this is set for us. We can know what to do with our finances every single month. We can plan, we can prepare, we can allocate the money as needed, for different things that come up. So that's been a super big blessing for us. We also get bonuses per rank. So every single time you rank up, you get a monetary bonus as well. So that's the third way you get paid. And then the fourth is that debt payment program that you can take part of once you hit the fourth rank in the company. So that to me, I was sold. I was like, I've never seen a company that's going to stand up for finances that way as much as they do for health. And so this finances side was amazing. The fourth pillar was friends. And I always take this to mean like relationships, just they want you to have strong relationships, to be in community. And I feel like as a stay-at-home mom, this business has given me the opportunity to connect with so many people that I haven't talked to in forever, and to build up friendships and relationships. Like trying to look at the screen.
Also friends with people I went to high school with.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, I'm talking to them.
I know, I'm talking to your friends.
Yeah.
And so just being in community, and then our team is amazing. I love the people on there. It's so much fun. Everyone's cheering you on, supporting you. Actually, the way the compensation plan is built is a team effort. So we get to directly impact people's businesses and to help them reach their goals instead of just kind of being like, okay, come in, good luck, hope you can do well. We get to pair with you and to do that with you. And it builds those strong friendships and relationships and connections across things. We never leave the house because it's Corona. So y'all are my friends now. We just talk all the time on this because y'all are my outlet. But it's been great. We have amazing events. We actually have a convention coming up in September, and it's just a great way to connect with the company. And the fact that it's all about service. It's not drama. It's not competition between people. It's about service and working together to encourage each other and to support each other on our goals. And to push each other to be the best that we can be, ultimately to be great ambassadors, not only for the company, but for like who we are as people. Like we want to represent, what we believe in well. And having those like-minded people doing this with you has been such a blessing. And then the last pillar was fitness. And health obviously is super important to us. He's definitely the fitness guru. He knows all the things. But part of his favorite part was, which was your favorite product for fitness?
Well, there's several. Actually, Sport I love because I use it as a pre-workout. Most pre-workouts give me the jitters and make me feel horrible, and stomach issues. But Sport is like a mild pre-workout that's great, and I use it all the time before every workout, and it never makes you feel like it's too much. Like if you took like C4 or something, yeah, like you're like hulking out. And I love another thing is I always had knee issues. I grew up skateboarding, jacked my knees up pretty bad, where I couldn't even. My son's into cross country. I couldn't even run a block with him because my knees would just be jacked up. And I started taking
The Align.
Align, which I love. Ever since I started taking the Align, I just actually ran a 6 mile. What's it called?
A 10K.
A 10K. Yeah, I just ran a 10K, which just doesn't sound like a lot. You guys are runners, but for me, not being able to run a block and just running a 10K was huge for me. I couldn't believe I was able to do it. I saw because of the Align. It's anti-inflammatory, and it's really helped my knees like crazy. So for fitness, yeah, I love and also the protein's the best protein I've ever had. I love it. It mixes it great. It's amazing. And then
what flavor do you use? The chocolate coconut?
Chocolate coconut. It's good. I've actually had people at the gym
smell it
and go, what is that?
They'll
give
smell
that to
his
me.
protein and they want it. Isn't that
like when I'm shaking it up, I'm not like going around under their nose.
That would be really weird.
Yeah. And the Q-Max also is not really helping as much with fitness, but I've had in the past great anxiety. And all these are actually, like, I think except for the protein, not hemp-based products, so there's a lot to offer in the way of fitness that doesn't have to do with hemp if you're a fitness guy or gal. But the Q-Max has helped me with anxiety like no other, where I've had anxiety since I was a kid, so much so that maybe a year or two ago, I probably wouldn't even gotten on this call right now because I'd have too much anxiety about it. But the Q-Max has relieved my anxiety so much. I used to just stress all weekend about what I had coming up on Monday at work, and I feel like this product has helped me just compartmentalize where I can just kind of like, I'll worry about that on Monday. It's cool. I'm gonna hang out with my kids, my wife, and dogs, and have a good weekend. So that's not fitness, but that's just
but
something
it's fitness
I really
of
love.
your brain, like being able to be in good health is important. And our top earner in the company, she has owned 13 different CrossFit gyms. She's very well versed in health and very passionate about health. And so we do these fit challenges where they help people to focus on clean eating and working out and using some proper supplementation. But we also are very passionate about mental health. That is something that is a huge issue for Americans and just people in general, really, but especially since quarantine and the lockdown. I think I read the other day, like 40% of adults have said that they struggle now more with mental health than they ever have before. And there's just so much uncertainty in the world of what's going on and what's happening that it's causing these drastic health issues mentally. And so, hearing from our president of the company saying like, hey, I love that we're doing weight loss, like that is important, but we need to be focusing on a mental health challenge, helping people really to get in a good headspace and to be able to handle their stressors and anxieties in a healthy way. And people aren't talking about that. And so to be able to be a part of a company that's so forward thinking and cares about what people are currently dealing with now and providing opportunities to help them has been huge. So those have been, those were the 5 pillars that I had learned about when I first was considering joining. And kind of like I said, well, what we saw, we couldn't unsee, and we wanted to be a part of. And in 9 months, have been able to secure a $280,000 a year salary. And that's, y'all, we're not special people. Like, look at us. We're not special at all. We love people and we love what we do and we love sharing and doing this together. And it's really become like a joint thing between us. It's always in the past been something that I've just done. But he really has seen the vision for the company. He's heard the leadership speak. He knows the heart behind, what Q is looking to do. And he wants to be a part of that. You know, we got a call set up for him for next week for his guy friends to come and hear about it. Like, he's excited to partner together and to, you know, to look at our future of like, what would that look like if he was home full time?
Very much so.
You
I mean,
know?
any company Katie's been a part of in the past, I've been very supportive,
Yeah.
of course, and a cheerleader for her. But now with this one, there's something different about it, and it makes me want to be involved.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Even like the fitness things I was talking about, the fitness stuff, it's like any other company I've heard about, I've never wanted to be like, I want to share that. This stuff, I'm sending samples to my friends, saying, I'm trying this out. Talking about it all the time, like buddies that run, like you gotta try this stuff out. It did wonders for my knees. So, and not only the products, it's just the whole vision behind the company. It's just something that's very exciting to me. I've never been excited about. I mean, I'm excited for you, but I've never been excited about something Katie's been doing.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
So,
and we're just getting started, which is really exciting about that too. I love that. Like I said, it really is a ground floor opportunity. We've had 700% growth in the last year, and we haven't even hit our momentum phase. Like we always kind of joke, it's like if we had the chance to buy Apple stock back in the 80s, you know, if we could have done that and been able to get in on it back then, we absolutely would have. And it's kind of that unique situation here where, you know, it's a newer company that's been around. It's newer in the network marketing space, but it's actually been around for 8 years because it was in medical sales prior. So it has longevity, it has studies, it has, you know, testimonials for the products. And then adding in that compensation plan a couple of years ago and just seeing that growth, you have this unique position. People are looking for health and they're looking for money, and you can provide that to people. And you can absolutely look at your finances now and say, where do we want to be in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year? And tell that to the person who invited you and just say, like, this is where we're at. This is what we're looking at. And tell me how we can do that, because we can actually break that down for you. We can say, hey, if that's what you want to make, I can tell you what that looks like and how we can get you there. We have what we call a system. We walk people through that. We hold your hand. We show you how to do it here. It's not sink or swim. And, you know, we want to make sure you reach your goals too. So take it from us, a totally non-special couple, but that loves, you know, encouraging others, helping people to achieve their dreams and to be debt-free, to give that gift to your family and your marriage in the future. You know, that's something that we want to be a part of helping you achieve as well. So we thank y'all for being here and hanging out with us on your Friday night for 30 minutes. If you have any questions, definitely ask whoever invited you. We can get you whatever info you need, but we're just thankful that y'all are here, and hopefully we'll be chatting soon. So y'all have a great night.